guys, so I decided that I would do a little bit of a flip through of my reading journal for 2025, my 2025 spread and my January spread. So this should be a pretty quick video. Oops. Maybe eventually one day once I get my camera set up to be a little bit better, I will film myself making these spreads, but as of right now, I've got literally my tripod pole right in front of me. So if I get too close, I bump into it and it moves the camera. So I can't really do this while I am filming. So I am just using a bullet journal from, I think I got this from Michael's years ago. And actually, so you guys can see. I attempted to make a reading journal years ago. That's what this is. And I hated how it turned out because I was hypercritical of everything that I used to do. And looking back at it, I'm like, this doesn't look bad at all. But I was hypercritical of myself. But we're going to skip over to this year. So I actually, this is my tester spread for January of 2025. I decided to kind of do a trial page because of how hypercritical I can be of myself. So I did this tester page and got some ideas and figured out what I liked and what I didn't like, and then I went on to making my actual January spread. But we're going to go into the 2025 spread right now. So I'm really intrigued by stats for reading and keeping up with how many pages I've read in a day, in a month, in a year, days that I've read, all that kind of stuff. So the first page of my 2025 spread is my 2025 reading goal, which my reading goal this year is to read 50 books. I think I can do it. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I was in a huge, terrible reading slump for years and years and years, for 3 years, from 2020 to about 2023. And I've just now gotten back into reading because I used to read avidly. I used to read between 6 to 8 books every month, and that really took a dive. And now I'm kind of back into doing things like that. But I wanted to make my goal realistic. So I set it for 50 books. So whenever I finish a book in 2025, I will be coloring these in. And then at the end of the year, if I surpass 50, I'll make one big block at the bottom and put whatever number I actually ended up getting to and filling that out. So then next to the 2025 reading goal, I have my reading stats for the year. So I've got the month, and then I'm going to do the total at the very end. Number of books read. So each month I'll put in the number of books read and then total it out. Number of pages read in that month. Number of days, or I put reading days, but number of days read. So if I read 20 days out of the 30, I would put 20. If I read 15 out of the 28 days, I'd put 15, and so on and so forth. And then my average star rating for that month. And then I will calculate that at the end of the year, and I'll have my yearly statistics, because I really want to use this reading journal so that during my wrap ups, I can actually start having statistics and keeping up with things a little bit more. Um, a little bit better than what I do right now. I'm just trying to be more organized, especially since I've decided to make YouTube videos and I want to do certain things with said YouTube videos. I have to remain organized. So there's that. Then I've got my reading log, and as you guys can tell, the markers that I use bled through. I don't necessarily think that it's the marker's fault. I think that this journal, I didn't want to buy a new reading journal because this one, like you can see, has so many empty pages. I thought it would be kind of wasteful to buy a brand new one. But this journal, at Michael's, they have different, what is it called? I guess stocks of paper in their bullet journals, and I think that this is a lower stock, so it's not, the pages are not quite as thick, so you can kind of see the colors bleed through a little bit, but that's okay. So next I've got my reading log, and I honestly, I don't think I thought this through enough. I probably should have let myself have some extra pages in between the 2025 pages and January, but hindsight is 2020, because I don't know if this will be enough. I didn't even count. Ooh, I messed up on this one, guys. Um, But I've got the star rating, so I'll just put what number of stars I gave, the title of the book, author, start date, finish date, and how many pages was that book. And so yeah, that is that. And then the next page I don't like. But again, I'm trying not to be so hypercritical of myself, and I'm trying not to like, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but if I do something and I don't like how it's turning out, sometimes I'll just give up on it and just say, F it, whatever. I'm trying not to be like that anymore. So I hate the way this bookshelf looks. So I did a 2025 bookshelf. I do not like this orangey, flesh tone, peachy color that I used. I kind of panicked and did that. I don't mind the actual bookshelves themselves. I just hate this background color. But I've got the bookshelves. I don't think there's not 50 books on here. I have to make more books eventually. But again, like I was fighting demons while I was doing this because I really wanted to give up and not finish it. But it's okay. And then I put over here a books purchased section. So this is not very big. I think that in hindsight, I would have just had one page be a bookshelf and then the other page be this books purchase section, but I didn't think of doing that, so it's fine. I think that what I'm just going to do is split this in half and just write very small, but this will be for the books that I've purchased this year. I don't really buy a ton of books every year, so this should be enough space for me to log my books purchased. And I just was given a an amazing treat of coffee. My husband just got me coffee. Okay, so then this page is for the series that I am currently in the middle of. Now, this is another thing with hindsight. I should have given myself more pages to work with, but it's fine. I think that what I'll just do is I'll just create a section after January of other 2025 pages, and it'll just be what it'll be. This is practice for next year. So I've got series that I'm in the middle of. So I'm not really in the middle of that many series. Okay, so I'm probably in the middle of more series than this, but these are the series that I like am actively trying to finish and that I really, really am interested in finishing. So, because I just actually started another series, the One Dark Window book that I just finished last night is a part of a series. So, okay, bear with me with that. So I've got Throne of Glass. So I've read the first, five books in Throne of Glass, The Crowns of Nyaxia, King of Scars, Witchlands, Mistborn, Harry Potter, Crescent City, Stormlight Archives. So I've just checked off whatever books that I finished in that series and highlighted them, and then hopefully I will be completing some of these series next year. And then the last page is blank. So I think that I'm going to continue the series I'm in the middle of onto this page, but I have to go through my bookshelf more to figure out what series I'm in the middle of. So now for the January spread. So I got these cute little tab stickers with a sticker set that I got from Amazon like a year or two ago. And I think that they're really cute. So for January, we'll flip. So I like this spread, but I think that I'm going to tweak it in February. So I've got my video ideas for the month of January here, and then my upload dates. I was going to try to schedule each video, but I don't know. We'll see. And then my TBR for the month. So don't look at that because I haven't posted a TBR video. I only have four books on here, and actually, I ended up reading one of them, so I kind of messed up my TBR for myself. But I'm going to be adding books to the TBR for my video. I've got my habit tracker over here. So I've got every single week of January. I believe January starts on a Wednesday. So if I've read on that day, then I will color in the block for that day. And then behind it, I have the pages read per day. So, whoops. So I've got a chart for all of the days of the month. And then again, I'll color in however many pages I have finished for that month. And then last page I have is my January wrap up. And I'll have the title, rating, and then all the books, and then the total of pages that I read in the month. I also, Because I did, where is it? I did my stats page before, or sorry, I did my stats page after I had finished my January spread. So I actually think I'm going to add a page behind this wrap up. Ideally, it would have been before, but again, I didn't think about it until after I had already finished this, where I do pages read, number of books read. Oh, where I wanted to do the books that I purchased in that month. That's what it was. So I think I'll do like a little thing at the back of books that I purchased in the month of January and any notes or thoughts. So that is my reading journal as of right now. So at the end of January, I will do a flip through of my finished reading journal and what I completed and my statistics and all that stuff. So that is it. Thanks for watching.